Right then, this is a DLM460 quick review. It's the smallest of the metal based Makita mowers that they do. This one weighs in at 25 kilos. The next one up is 35 kilos. This one is just a push one. It doesn't self-drive at all. I wasn't interested in that. And this is at its most compact. It's not hard to set up, as you'll see in a sec as I mess around with it. Right, this is a 36 volt brushless motored mower, and it comes in at 1450 watts, whereas the bigger ones come in at 1600 watt motor. Now I've got two old batteries just to use. One's a 2017, one's a 2018. So 266 charges that's had, 75% of its life left. It's fully charged. That was a 2017 battery, this is a 2018 battery. 224 charges, 100% of its life. Only been over discharged 5% of its life, and that's not even fully charged. We shall see where we get. This is the first time I've used this mower. And this is my messy garden that hasn't been mowed for 2 weeks. And that's it, yeah. It's a bit of a shithole. So, here we go. I will be having it at the lowest setting possible, just for the laugh. Power button helps, doesn't it? Cool. Go through the thickest bit first. As predicted, it's going to stop. The base is actually touching the grass, so that's how low it is. Alright, I shall catch you in a bit. So, as I thought, the blade is far too low, the deck is far too low for a first cut. I knew it would be. The whole point was I wanted to see what this thing could do, and it went through okay. The only problem being it kept cutting out, and also it kept pushing all the grass into the ejection port and kept filling it up and blocking it, so we weren't collecting the grass properly. So what I'm going to do in a minute, I'm going to finish this run off, and then I'm going to take it up and I'm going to raise it up halfway and see how we get on with that. not too bad this time, but now to lower it, to raise it up a bit. So out of the 10 depth settings, 10 being the highest, first off I had it set on the lowest, which was 1. I've then put it to number 5 and it was flying straight over the grass. I've dropped it down to number 3 again. Again, this is still the first cut after 2 weeks and it's running okay. Cuts out every now and again. I'm just going to go through this big thick bit here and see how it goes. Sweet as a nut. So what I've always done with my petrol saw is mower is I've always gone over it first, cut it down, and then I've gone over it a second time, which is what I'll be doing this time as well. And it isn't the flattest garden in the world at all. There we go, started to struggle again. Back it up. Yeah, it doesn't like that bit, doesn't seem that long. And that's also using it one-handed because I've got the phone to video in my other hand as well, so it's quite easy to push as well. It rolls quite nicely. Right, so it's still going, it's ramped up strong. You can see the definite line of how deeper it cuts, and it's on full power. Now when you're normally mowing and it's not doing a lot, it's on what they call the hush mode, and as soon as it hits something thick it then ramps up the speed of the motor, so obviously you're drawing more power. And this is the reason why I mow my lawn, and the only reason. If it wasn't for him I wouldn't bother. Bless him. What's that? Hey. Right, we're flat again. Both the newer batteries, that's on 1 and that's on 2. So again, I've grabbed the other battery from inside that was on 2. I'm going to put that back on. Now, in all honesty, going down to 1, I didn't need to do it. Garden had been absolutely fine left on level 3. But I just wanted to test this thing out and see how well it went. And to the left is the level 3, to the right is a level 1, and as you can see there's not a hell of a lot of difference. You can tell where my garden's uneven, and I've hit patches as I've been going along, so you can see how far down I've taken it. I've taken it right down to the soil in places, so it was far too low, so there was no need to do that. I could have gotten away if I'd have put a decent set of batteries in. I reckon I'd have needed a change of batteries, but hey, that's it. This thing is lovely and quiet. I've not had to wear any ear pro at all, so that's been good. I'd have gone for the 40 volt XGT model. I think I'm glad I didn't, to be honest with you, because this is lighter, and the XGT model for that it was 700 quid just for the mower with no batteries. This one was expensive enough. This was 350 quid including VAT with no batteries, body only. So yeah, I'm happy with it. It's, yeah, it cuts out, but hey, the petrol one did every now and again, and this is a lot less messing about. You just need to bring some batteries home with me from work. So all in all, well happy with it. So yeah, cheers guys. As a side note, there you go, it's filled, or almost filled, a wheelie bin full of grass cuttings. That's how much work it's done. Wicked. Right, so I've just had to go in and feed the lang shark because the boss told me to. So I've come back out to do an end of test review. So it's the DLM460. It's got a 460mm cutting blade on it. It's only the 1450 watts of power compared to the other models, which are 1600 watts, but this one is smaller and it is lighter. It's not motored, so it's not got powered wheels, which I didn't want anyway. That's another 100 quid. I've used 4 batteries on this garden. It's not the biggest garden in the world, but then again, it's not the smallest. But as said, I didn't need to go as low as setting 1. In fact, I don't think I will do in the future. As you saw in the earlier part of the video, I was hitting the mud and everything. I just wanted to see how far we'd get down, and I've almost filled a wheelie bin up. Only one of the batteries is flashing, and that was one of the first batteries. That one's completely dead as well, but that one had 2 bars in it and went back in again for a second time. That one's completely flat, and this one has still got 2 bars. So the one that was flashing, yeah, completely flat, hardly anything into it, down to 15.6 volts, so dead as a dodo. Next one that was flat that I used, it's the only problem with the 36 volt tools, it drains one battery first, so that one's dead as a dodo as well. 16.4 volts, yeah, still flat. And see, that's still got a bit of charge left in it, and that was one of the first pairs that I used, the one that was left on 2 bars, but it's now on 1 bar. And the health of the battery ain't brilliant either, because it's only on 75%. Still got 17.3% in it, but it's on 1 bar. And this one here is on 2 bars. So still got a bit of charge left in it, not a lot. 17.3, yeah, sweet. So obviously, I think 4 batteries. You won't flatten them completely, but I won't bother bringing home any less than 4 batteries to do that garden. And like I say, on the low cut, I mean, Jesus, I've got fat fingers. You know, that's fucking lower than my models were when I was single. Right, cheers all, bye.